Oh, good afternoon. This is Robert Pultz. How's everybody doing? I want to thank you for showing up and listening to me. Today, I hope I will be able to take and help you a little bit if you're at all interested in uh, Google's notebooks. Okay, you should be seeing a screen now for the presentation. This is basically for Big Burma, who asked a question at one point in time. But it's also my wanderings through Google Notebook. And by the way, it used to be NotebookLM a couple of weeks ago, and they changed it to Google Notebook recently. So if you're interested in the other name, uh, this is the new name. Um, Disclaimer, I'm neither a professional nor an expert genealogist, just an amateur like you. This is like a show and tell. Um, in DNA and AI, I'm very much a beginner, but I've been doing genealogy since 1992. Trying to keep up with this technology, it keeps changing. Do not delete my errors, although I do make some offline, and then I'm going to tell you about one today. But I show you how I recover, and I expect you to be the proofreader in the comments and make suggestions and other ways of accomplishing what I'm doing. So this is a collaborative effort. I really do expect you to take and tell me better ways of doing this. And to that end, I want to thank the people that have, because they've improved my genealogy efforts. And this is not necessarily how you will do it. This is how I do it. And any comments in that area would be most appreciated. I find that a lot of people know a lot more about this than I do. I also do these videos for people that have responded I go too fast, so you can slow down my presentations, or you can slow down the YouTube video. There's an option in the settings for YouTube for doing that. All views expressed are mine. I'm a member now of 5 genealogy and history societies, and I don't represent any of them. I do administer these 2 Facebook names sites, and if you want to take and talk about any of those surnames, please come and join us. We'd appreciate having you. Okay, this is what started the discussion in this area. I was working on the Irish ancestors as an answer to a family question, and so I just blended these all together and tried to take and show you how I am doing this. And it's an evolving process, as you'll see. From yesterday till today, I evolved the prompt, and I'll be showing you both prompts. Okay. Um, few things about Google Notebook Notes. Now, like I said, I don't. I tried to show you my errors when I was doing Susanna Fair, which was my last video on this in this series. Um, Basically, something went wrong because I was doing the justification for adding a new source to a set of sources, which was the last video, and I don't want to go too far into that. So I was on like the 50th source, mostly on sources that were rejected. And I was trying to see what AI had to say for the reason for rejection. I had my own reasons. And so I ran all those rejected ones through there too. Well, when I got to about 50 queries, Notebook failed. And I spent a half a day trying to take and get it to work again. Well, what I found was that Notebook had to be the Notebook folder for Susanna Fair had to be deleted and rebuilt. And that's not hard to do. For starters, I've got, where is Susanna? There's, that's Martha. Susanna, you're 8. Oh, there you go. So I've got these files here. So it was just a matter of copying these files and putting them back in there. So let's experiment with a little bit of what I found on Notebook. Okay, let's go back to here. When you look, this is what you normally see when you go into Notebook. So here you can see my Gemini. You can see my notebooks over here and stuff like this. I click there to get to this screen. So this is the sources that are in there. This is the rebuilt file because the other one was flawed and gone. So anyway, so to rebuild it, you just go to sources here and you say upload files. and you choose your folder, which happens to be this one, and you select the documents from that, and they come in. Of course, you have to add the website because there's one website in this presentation. And I don't know whether I did that or not. I'm going to have to take and check and do that after this is over. Okay, so there it is, and there's Susanna, and she's in there, and she's built like that. Well, to get to this, I had to take and figure out something, and that figuring out was that there's a little thing down here in the sources. Did you see I clicked down here where it says settings? Right next to my name says settings. They talk about that. It's hard to find for me. And you go to Gemini Notebooks, and that opens up something that looks like this. Now, first off, all is where it generally opens up, and then you can go to My Notebooks. Then you go to Featured Notebooks, which I don't know what that means yet. I'll have to work on that some. It is interesting. Here's all Sherlock Holmes. Here's Jane Austen. Stuff, interesting things. And then we have collections. Now, I built these yesterday, and all you do is you come over to your notebooks, and I think it's here, add to a collection right there. And you can build collections out of it. So this is a much more interesting screen to me because it shows you how many sources are in each and when it was created. Okay. You can see I haven't been here very long. And I had to rebuild this one yesterday, so it was built yesterday. And let me show you what's in there. You go like this, and look at this. First off, you have all the sources over here. Now, when you want to, for instance, you'll see that's like, oh, let's take that. Look at that. You just hover over it, and you can see the whole description of the source. You can also do this and open it up. But looky here. You've got a summary of what's in that notebook. And you can take it, you have options on that summary. And then you have Studio, and I have no idea what you can do with Studio yet. But I see people on YouTube videos doing all kinds of things. So you got a slide deck, you got a mind map. That's going to be useful because I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try and use that in the next video. The next video I'm going to try and do is on fan, and and then you got an infographic. So now people are doing this kind of stuff that's publishing on the internet. So I'm going to find that to be interesting. So let's go back to my presentation and see. Okay, there was a nice summary of the data, the list of sources, and I did that. So I'm showing you everything that I found yesterday. And really, it was really quite interesting. So anyway, let's get into what the subject is today, the strength of connection. So I wanted to do a strength of connection. So the prompt in Zotero is the first thing I want to show you. So let's get this up here. And that's this prompt here. Okay. Now that's today. That was yesterday's prompt. I change my prompts all the time. And so this was a professional genealogist. My targeted individual is Suzanne Fair. The child is Martha Bell. And then the father is William Christopher Fair. And the mother is Anna Mary. I don't know. Maybe I messed up there. And then it's an Irish family and the collections. So let's go through that. I have that all set up. So let's see. Where am I going? I am going to Google. Okay, we're here. We go to Google Gemini. We are in Susanna Fair. And here's where I ran that prompt. Now I'll give you the prompt in just a second, but I wanted to show you the results. Okay, here's the analysis. It gives me the targeted individual. It gives me the recorded inventory classification. It's a type it is, derivative, secondary, indirect. It lists all the information. I'm just going to take and scroll through this slowly so you can read it. I don't think you need to read it And then the strength of connection rating, output 1. Okay, she was determined to be blue. Okay, and blue is the medium range. And here are the documents supporting that. Okay, and then it tells you whether it was a primary source and indirect evidence. Most of the evidence is indirect, so that makes it secondary. And then here's William Christopher, and then here's Marianne. I don't know why that prompt had Marianne twice in it, but it does. Conflict in analysis. There are minor variations and so on. Missing record types. That would go into a research plan for taking and doing it. So I have a couple things for a research plan, which I will be making an effort at eventually. So that's the output. Let's see, what else was I going to do? Okay, so I'd cut and paste that information into Zotero, and now we got to go find Susan Fair. Susan is 06862, right there. Okay, and connections is where it goes. And I just cut and paste that right into here. I capture the prompt, so I know which prompt I use since I do it. And here's the prompt, still doing the prompt. Now, okay, and here's the actual output. So the output is put right into this section called connections. And there's everything that you saw in that. So, and that's the way the prompt was writing yesterday. Okay. All righty. I changed a little bit about the way the prompt writes. Okay. Okay. Roots magic color. Oh, now we need to do the color coding and Roots magic. Almost forgot that, didn't I? Okay. Here we go. Here's Suzanne Fair. Okay. And you come over here and you say color coding. And I've set up the second color coding. You have up here, you have ancestors, which is the normal, well, I titled these. So these are my titles, and there they are. And the strength of connections is my second one. And you'll come down here and you'll see green is strong, blue is mild, and purple is weak. I don't know where I put red. I have red in the chart. So what you do is you come, let's set them as purple for a minute. And then we'll say, highlight the color for that person and close. And you'll see she's now purple. But the color that we got was blue. So let's go back to color coding. And you have to hit it over here. Hitting it over here won't do. You have to hit it over here. It highlights that. And then you have to hit apply the color code to the people selected above. And now close. And now it's blue. See? Just that simple. So I got a blue one there, but looky here. We got a purple one down here. Now, when I did this at first, I thought I had already done Martha Bell because I have Martha Bell in these back one. And you'll see Martha Bell's here. So let's go look at Martha Bell's stuff for a second. And there it all is. Hey, it's not right in the summary. Oh, there it goes. It hadn't written the summary for Martha Bell. See how fast it does it? So it writes it from this over here. And so I have Martha Bell there, and I had not done Martha Bell. I'll bet you, and let me see what the chats open up here. Yep, it didn't do anything. Okay. So anyway, there's an opportunity for taking and doing some more in Martha Bell. Okay, observe that Martha Bell also needs analysis. So I did it. Hey, I did it without having to take and read it. Okay, the prompt. I set the role as a professional genealogist evaluating evidence according to a genealogical proof standard. I'm going to try and standardize my roles. Probably do that after I do this series of presentations. One of the things is I've been reading Tom McGinty's book on writing prompts, and he has a very standardized process in there that he recommends, and that's the role and objective came from that originally. And so I need to take and go through and make sure that I standardize everything all the way down. I haven't done that yet. One more thing on my list of to-dos. Okay, the objective is to analyze all uploaded source documents in this collection and evaluate their strength of evidence connecting the targeted inversion. Now, collection means a very specific thing. And I showed you what collections were a minute ago. But it never hurts to go back a little bit. Collections are up here. The collection that I've chosen for this one is the Irish families. And I've got Martha Bell and Otto Kennedy in there. Okay. So back to my notebooks. Okay. Now back to here. Okay. So you set up your targeted individual. This, in this case, it was Susanna Farrah Bell, and the child is Martha Bell Kennedy. Okay. And then her parents and the collection. And analyze only the sources in the collection. That's to keep it from going outside and what do they call it? Anyway, when he starts making mistakes. And the collection and this notebook. So the collection's the Irish family, and the notebook is Susanna Farrah, and generate a structured evidence link analysis. Now, a lot of this stuff I've picked up from people that are writing prompts out there. So not it's original, but not original. It's been modified from other hints and stuff from the training. Record inventory and classification. List every uploaded document referring to targeted ancestor or their potential children or parents. I use potential in there because we haven't really strongly done that yet. For each record, categorize the type, source type, information type, and evidence type. So we've got the standard things that are in all the genealogical literature. Then generational link evaluation. Identify every explicit and implicit link connection targeted individual to child and parent. Highlight whether the evidence is direct or indirect. Okay. So I'm defined direct and indirect. Strength of the connection rating. Assign a final length strength rating between the targeted individual and parents using the following strength criteria. So this is the criteria that gives you the green, blue, and the purple that I color code in there. So you can see immediately how strong your length is. And since this is a serial type analysis, the weakest link is your weakest link. So let's try and eliminate going down rabbit holes. I'll still go down rabbit holes, but there are conflict and gap analysis. Identify any discrepancies in dates, places, names across the uploaded records. Highlight specific missing record types. Missing probate, unlocked church records, unlocated church records. Need to evaluate medium verified link to a strong link. So I can take and move from medium or from just a guess on it. Okay. Prompt out list the determining strength connection rating. Okay, that's the colors, and list all documents associated with the parent and this rating for each. You saw that. And source type, original, derivative, and information type is the primary, and so on, and evidence type. And now I've added summarize this activity. It wasn't in yesterday, so you didn't see it today. So we will do that in this demo. Okay, show that what I've revised. Okay, let's do that. That's running back up here to the prompts. Alerts and prompts. Here we go. Strength of connection. Okay. So I took that prompt, which was that prompt yesterday, and I rewrote it this today for the Martha Bell Kennedy analysis. So I've written a few things that I've changed, and one of them is I want to summarize this activity down here. And I've broken out the outputs to be clearer. For one reason or another, uh, it just didn't seem to be clear to Gemini all the time. My AI Ernest Gemini didn't seem to have everything that needed to be. Okay. So this is the prompt we'll be using. Okay. And so let's go do that. Let's start here. Now we're going to be doing Martha Bell. Okay. So we need to go to Martha Bell. That's this one here. And so we go up here, genealogical evidence. Let's go over here, view all notebooks, and we want Martha Bell. So we have Martha Bell. We go back to here, and we take the prompt, which I've got it all built. And we take and put that in there. And we say copy. And now we come back to, I keep forgetting where I'm at. Ask Gemini. Now let's see. Here's all the sources that are in there. Okay. And we say ask Gemini. Now, since I haven't done this, as you can tell, let's see what happens. Now, this will take a little bit of time. I think this is a deep analysis, as some people will describe it when you hear them talking about a deep analysis. It does take a few minutes for it to take and do it. This is real-time video. So you're going to see real-time video while I sit here and twiddle my thumbs and wait for the nice little arrows to stop flipping around and flipping around and flipping around. And while I'm doing that, let me think if there's anything back here. Oh, there we go. Every source uploaded in this collection reference ancestor potentially children. So here we go, the 1880 census, the 1900 census, 1810 census, 1850, 1860. Sometimes it jumps them all together. Bible records, okay. I forgot what was in this particular collection. So there's the Daughters of Rebecca, various newspaper clippings that are in there, death record image. Since I haven't run this, so this is all new to me. Targeted individual to that link type parent. Okay. The parents. Be interesting to see if this all works. Wouldn't it be something to get here? Father. Okay. Okay. There's Susanna that we've been working on for a couple of days. And it gave me a green. Ah, you get down here and it's green. And so it's got all types of documentation that it's putting in here. So it's taken all that and gave it a green classification. So it must have two independents because it doesn't have a direct, I'm pretty sure. And that's the one thing that it's been able to do that. To the father, it gave a purple. Gives a green to the child going down and a purple. And to the mother, it gives a purple. So from her data set back to her mother, it's purple. But from the mother down to her, it's blue. So they're stronger records. So from her on her mother's side. So that's an interesting thing. Summary of activity. Oh, this is new. I put this in last night. The evaluation. Okay. So they're using the census records as and also her daughter. There are several articles about her daughter visiting the parents. So that's the key combination that makes it. And okay, I know what the data. It's been a while, but I can remember the data now. Actually, I did this before I had my surgery, so got to take and get past that little blockage. Okay, so we have now got a strong connection there that says that is a green tier. So let's go put that into the tree. here we go. So we've got where Martha Bell, Martha Bell, which was purple. So by the way, that's um, a right click, and you go to color coding. And so let's go to green, strong, right there. And we got to hit. Remember, we got to get over here, and then we got to hit this, and now we close. And there it is, green. So we're green. If you start with me and go all the way back, it's green, green, green until you get here. So this is my current weakest link in this chain. And that's what I wanted to point out to you, is that this, and I'll bet this will be strong too, because the evidence that they're using, it would apply to him too. So when I do that one, I haven't built a folder for James Stewart yet. I'm just going down female lines right now. That's my favorite thing to do because the females are the weakest, so I started with them. It's generally the hardest to find records for them, so I go see what records I can find for them. And the funny thing is that on Susanna Fair, I found a Jason Jackson record that is just outstanding in the Kansas histories. And I wouldn't have found it if I'd have looked for Jason Jackson or J.J. Bell. Jason Jackson Bell or J.J. Bell, because it's under I Bell. Somebody took the J's for I's when they set up the typesetting, and it came out, or at least the OCR did, and it came out as I Bell. And so it's all indexed under I Bell. And I found it because I was looking for Susan Fair. So a little bit of tidbit. Okay, let's get back to being reality here. Okay. Okay, we waited for that and we did that. Oh, and let's do one more thing. Now we need to go back down to, now what's her number? Da, 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 da. Well, I will figure that out. We need to go down to generation 5, and we want da, 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 Martha Bell. There she is. And there's her connections, and there's nothing in here. So we will take and put this over here. We will go back to here. We will take and go, this is the whole evidence that were there. By the way, I take everything. This is okay, and I'll take everything from here all the way down to here. I'm really happy with that summary. Gave me some information, understanding. I need understanding. Okay, and then just paste it here. And there it is. Now, the next time I run a research log, which will be very soon, this is in there. So, all righty. So now I've done everything. Wait for Ernest's notebook to finish. Copy and paste it in the Zotero. I should put right in here. Not there. Should be under the research. And we did that. So we did something good that wasn't even on the list for me to do. How's that? All righty. Appreciation. Of course, my granddaughter got me into this. She told me I could do YouTubes. And it's been really gratifying to have meet with people like this and deal with it. Really do appreciate your time when you come and listen to me and my ramblings. Thomas McEntie's book is out. I will be using some of his prompts. I don't want to take and violate his copyright, so I probably will not share those prompts with you. So the best thing you can do is get the book. The book is in the High Point Library in North Carolina, and they do library loans, that's my understanding, or at least they do one-way library loans because they bring in books for me, so I assume they do two-way library loans. So you could take and do a library loan from there to get it. Processes and stuff like that I learned from Diane Elder and Nicole Dreyer and Research Like a Pro, not just the book, but the seminars that they run and the YouTube videos and their blog and everything else. Zotero for genealogy is Donna Cox Baker. I would not have would not be moving along as fast as I am if I had not learned about Zotero from Donna Cox Baker. It's been a game changer because I can do research logs without stopping my research to take and do the log. It's so important to me. It keeps my mind on the research. And as you can tell, prompt writing, if I could ever understand all of Steve's little stuff, I would be way ahead. I'm still trying to catch up with him. Thomas McGinty is a little bit more easier for me to understand. Linda Morgan Clark does stuff that I can understand too. Roots Magic is Renee and Bruce. They get me out of trouble all the time. You'll see me posting on their Facebook site asking for help. I recommend that you ask for help too from them at times. And Sue Tolbert does the Roots Magic SIG that I go to, where I make mistakes all the time, and she corrects them. And she also did genealogy process. She helped me with the research like a pro stuff. And then she also taught me how to research ancestry back in the days when she was a librarian and not semi-retired as she is today. Denise Island, Amy Johnson Crow, Joanna Klein, and Randy Seaver are all helping me writing family stories. It looks like so I'm going to have to put Gemini notebook on there too. That I really like that summary that was in the Gemini notebook that I discovered yesterday. There's many others. I'm a YouTube addict, and I listen to a lot of people out there and get ideas, and then I forget to take and express my appreciation because I forget where the ideas come from. But as I remember, I will try and get and list them here. Contact information is here. Uh, I do respond to comments. This is a response to a comment. And I will take additional topics, although I am really busy right now. And I really do appreciate that you're taking and spending your time with me. And if you've been here this far, I really appreciate you. You have a great day, and I will be back hopefully soon. I've got one in the can that I want to take and do right away. So you have a great day. Come on. Well, finally.